Alright, hi everyone, this is Paul from the Outdoor Adventure. You may be looking for a new sleeping pad or a company that puts out sleeping pads. Look at a company called Klymit, at Klymit.com. They put out a whole bunch of lightweight and ultra lightweight sleeping pads that are excellent. The one I'm looking at today and I'm going to be reviewing is the Inertia X-Lite. It's a 3/4 length pad, 42 inches long, 18 inches wide, 1.5 inches tall, inflated, and it comes in at only 6.1 ounces. Hard to believe. I'm very impressed with it. So let's look at what you get. So it comes in a box, but this is what's inside the kit. This is your sleeping pad. This is your pump, which is optional. You don't need it. Sometimes I go without it if I'm trying to save a tiny bit of weight. Obviously, it's not that big. Comes with that inflator. It comes with a patch kit, which is worth taking along. It doesn't weigh very much. And the pad itself. Now, if you unrolled a bit in the bag, but I'm going to give you a comparison test here. This is what we're looking at. Just about a bit bigger with the way I packed it than an energy drink can. So, just shows you this is a super tiny, compact pad. Now, to give you a look at this pad, this is what it looks like uninflated. 3/4 length sleeping pad, so it covers your head, your shoulders, and your torso. Now, what they've done is they've used what they call a body mapping technology. So what they've done is they looked at what parts of your body make contact with your sleeping pad, which parts of your body take the majority of the weight, because those are the ones, obviously, the areas where you need the padding. So what they've done is they've saved a lot of weight by only putting the padding where you need it. So your shoulder blades will go along here, your head here, and your waist right at this extra large section. All these areas here they've cut out because usually your body doesn't touch them, and having that inflation there, it's not going to need them at all. So it stays really comfortable and saves your weight. Now there's another benefit of this, is what they call loft pockets. So when this is inflated, these areas allow the bottom of your sleeping pad to have more loft and therefore better insulation. Normally on your sleeping pad, I did this in another video, I talked about this, normally you don't get any benefit or very little benefit out of the insulation on the bottom of your sleeping pad, because when it's compressed, it doesn't do anything. Whereas when there's loft there, all of a sudden there's use for that the bottom of the insulation on your sleeping pad. So really great benefit. Now, I'm going to inflate this just to give you an idea. It comes with, as I said, this little valve here. So this, you can pump it. Now, it's not meant to inflate the whole thing with a pump, unless you're in conditions where it's cold and you don't want to get any moisture from your breath in there. You can use this to pump the whole thing. Normally, what you have is you've got this little notch, this little inflator valve here. So it compresses down and twists to lock. Now, that's inflated. Now, that's comfortable enough for me. That's all I'm going to need for inflating it. Now, if you want to add a bit more, you can inflate it more. What they recommend is that you push it in to tighten it, but you don't twist it to lock it. That way, it acts as a pressure relief. If you do overflate it, then then it'll release that pressure. So right now I'm pumping it, and it's a fairly tight pad right now, more than is comfortable for me. So if I want to let some out, there's a little button on this inflator which allows you to drop some of the pressure out. That way you don't have to go through the process all over again. So it's a lightweight pad, nice, compact, inflatable. I'm going to show you how I use it. Alright, so here's my pad right here, and here's my backpack. This is what I used when I hiked down the Choro Trail for 3 days. Just make sure you got it lined up, and there you can see my My hips are on this pad. My shoulders are touching right there on that spot. And my head sits comfortably right there. So really, really easy, really straightforward. I like to sleep like this with my feet my feet crossed like this, my legs crossed, and just goes right on top. Now, for those of you who are wondering about sleeping on your side, you might have to inflate it a bit more, but that's no problem. As you can see, as long as you have a pillow here, got your clothes under your head, your shoulders still touching there, and balanced across there, and your head goes on that pad. So really no problem at all. Now, if you're worried about rolling off it in the night, this is a bit of a narrower pad. What you can do, I don't do this because even though I roll around, I haven't had too much problem with this. You can put this inside your sleeping pad, your sleeping bag, I should say, and there you've got it. Right there, it's not going to move around. And as you can see with this concept of the loft pockets, you know, once it's there, you've got that insulation there and it's not interrupted at all. So nice extra warmer spots in your body just to keep you warmer. So that's really it. When you're done with it, twist it to unlock and pull out that valve. And to fold it up, just fold it in half, fold it in half again, run your hands along if you need to get rid of any extra air, and then roll it. Twist and lock, and there you go. Alright, so final thoughts. When I've been putting off buying a sleeping pad, I've been going with the closed cell foam pad that, you know how they are, very big, very lightweight, not super comfortable. I turned 30, and after a night on, the first time I went through Churro Trail using the sleeping pad, I realized it wasn't enough for me. I wanted something, but I wasn't prepared to go for £1. So when I saw the Klymit, I was watching it for a while, saw a good deal on them. The MRSP for this is $90, but you can get them as cheap as $50, depending on where you buy it. I picked up mine for about $70 on Amazon. So I picked that up, and 6.1 ounces, tiny thing, goes in the side pocket of my backpack. I just can't beat it. I've waited a long time, and then finally I said, alright, well, this is the best that I've seen out there, and I picked it up. I'm glad I did. If you're not sure about the 3/4 length, check out the X frame, which is the same idea, but it has an extra area for your feet. Great little pad by Klymit, the X-Lite. Check them out. If you're looking for something for next year, you're looking for to take a bit of weight off your pack, this is the best thing I've found, the lightest weight product I've seen out there on the market. So, bought this with my own cash. Check it out. I'll have a link down below if you want to check it out on Amazon and see what it's going for now. Klymit.com, best sleeping pad I've found out there on the market.